Radio check, radio check. So what's happening, people? Back to the shop. Gosh, it's been some time. I go back and forth with other stuff, and nowadays, as we are, or at least I am getting older, life is just getting more and more busy with family things and other things and work and everything. But manufacturers or makers like Hcalory are still reaching out, so gotta feed the crowd with a little bit of a feedback. Honestly, winter season's upon us, and my Instagram and YouTube DMs are getting pretty, I'm not gonna say blown up, I'm not gonna overstate it, but I'm getting quite a few hits as far as, hey Nixon, how's the old system doing? Hey Nixon, what should I get? Well, guess what? I can't really tell you what I bought because this thing is like, I don't know, eternally old, 6-7 years old now or something. I mean, it's over 5 winters at least, I know for sure, and it's gone through multiple modifications that I've done myself in various cases and different enclosures. But with all that information aside, it seems like Hcalory, if you look through other YouTube videos of other YouTubers, they're reviewing stuff, you'll see Hcalory is apparently sourcing out quite a few of these units out to as free, for review to other YouTubers and other social media influencers, like myself, which I'm not really. But anyway, I've looked. I have one of the videos in the previous in my videos. I have another video of another unit that I reviewed that I ended up actually installing for a customer in a van in a Ford Transit. And right now what we're dealing with is they just they reach out and they go, hey, we got another unit we want you to review. So I cut the box open and I'm like, man, maybe I should just keep everything as it is so the guys can see, right? So you're gonna get a box like this, with all the BS aside. Why Hcalory and why I believe in the product? And for those who follow me long enough, you know that I don't really try to support or advertise all that much products that I don't really believe into. And if I advertise or review something that's new to me, even I always try to make a disclosure and not just say, well, this is great, this is gonna do great. They've been around forever in the market. So Hcalory has been around a little bit and they're sticking around. You see the amount of reviews they're getting. You know what? You could get an Hcalory that's terrible, or you can get any other Chinese unit that's gonna be good, or vice versa. But what's nice with these guys, at least they're sticking around for some time now, that if you do have an issue, I believe you could, figure a way of going through the technical support or getting a unit replaced. And I mean, gosh darn it, for being 1/10 of a cost of a Webasto or S-Bar unit that's, German authentic made, these units, you can find them on sales sometimes as cheap as 30, 40, 50 bucks. So guess what? Quit your bitching. Yes, you're gonna have to worry about uninstalling, installing, if you got it installed in your unit somewhere. Otherwise, just use it as it is. Look at it. You're gonna drop the box. You get this box. Now, I don't want to say anything against anyone as far as out there in the industry. Guys are trying to grind and find every customer they can take their money from. But if you find yourself in need, or for some reason simplicity of buying a unit that was pre-built, a unit like this by some guys that make them and in whatever aluminum cases, Zarges, Smarges, whatever, or it's all aluminum units I've seen. I mean, they're like 6, 7, 8, 9, what, 15, $2,000, $4,000 and up. Hey, you got the money to flaunt it, go for it. More power to you. I hope the economy goes back to normal eventually. We can all do that. But if you're simply using your head, so to speak, in your situation, and simply want to get a unit that's going to serve you half a dozen times in the winter, why bother with anything that more than $100, $150? So, straight out of the box, I haven't touched this, I haven't hooked this up in any way yet. These units, I believe, around 150 bucks or so, and again, I'll put a link in Amazon so you guys know. But what's nice is, actually these guys are starting to do their due diligence, where the, the spelling and the English is actually proper, if you want to put it that way, right? But anyways, you get this booklet in English for first 20 pages. So there's multiple languages here. The one we need is English. First 20 pages are going to tell you what's up from the actual company, and they're not ashamed to put in their email here in case you need any after sales technical support. So with that said, you guys want to hang on? Let's see if we can open up the power supply box, which is this here. What we're gonna have here is our exhaust, our air intake, all the necessary hardware to mount it if you were to mount it in a specific way. The muffler that nobody needs. Oh man, look at this. They're starting doing the exhaust tip now. They give you a 90-degree elbow. That's perfect. The muffler. If you don't like the nice purring sound of a diesel here, maybe you should just be sleeping cold. And then you get the plug with your positive and negative for the 12-volt setup. So, and it says 12 volt greater than 15 amp power supply. So basically they say you should be taking this directly to your battery, and that's what we're gonna do. So literally a first time startup and a first time setup. Let's see, where does this open up? What do we have here? Oh, check it out. Wow. So if you want to be really unorthodox, you can run your Jackery on 110 and run this off of 110, but that would be foolish because you're just wasting energy. So in our case, no, we're gonna do it off of LiPo battery. Anyway, hey, you even get this little vent, so if you're doing an install into your tent or whatever, I always recommend getting this tube here. You can get it the 3-inch opening one. You can get it from Amazon also, very inexpensive, 15 or 16 feet long, and you can just run that sucker right into your tent. But hey, this will work too, and that's what we're gonna do. But first, we need to get this thing raised off somewhere, somehow, right? So we're not burning anything. So, you guys gonna stay tuned? Let's do this. Elephant trunk. Woo! I've had a good day today. So, pardon me if I'm a little fine. Terrible quality of these deep like that. They don't hold nothing. Right, find something to. So, no fuel still. Empty. So if you don't take my word for it, this thing has not been ran yet. So the exhaust is on this side. What I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna put that guy there, and I believe there should be a clamp in the set. I'm gonna like this. I really am gonna like it. If you wanna go waterproof on this unit, which it is technically water resistant or whatever, there's not much to worry about. All you need to do is just protect the control module really from any water intrusion, from snow or whatever. There's not much else to worry about. Again, don't forget, it's cheap. Like cheap. Quit your complaining, buy yourself another one if this breaks down on you. If you don't got enough power to run it, get a bigger battery. If you don't know how big of a battery you need, figure out the time that you're going to be using it for. You're going to go out camping for 3 days. You're going to run it for at least 8 hours a night to sleep comfortably. For example, right? So you're going to be running for 3 times 8, 3 days, 8 hours each night, 24 hours. Turn the sucker on whatever power supply you got at home. Run it for 24 hours. You will find out how much fuel you're going to use. How much power you're going to end up using from your battery. If you don't know all those things, then the research. And if you don't want to learn or research all those things, guess what? You're going to have to pay somebody. Unfortunately. But that's the way the world works. So problem I'm seeing right now is that this thing the slot here is not lined up for me to stick a screwdriver in here, and I have no idea what that's all about. Maybe they want us to take that off, probably. I'm gonna take a guess. If you don't have a fancy electrical driver, use a regular screwdriver. So quit complaining that you haven't got the tools like I do. Okay, we're gonna take that off. Alright. See, that's like messed up. So this is the first problem I'm finding. So these slots here, they're supposed to line up so you can put your screwdriver through there and attach the heater hose. In my case, that's not the case. So that's a -1 for Hcalory. So I'm gonna line up this guy. Get the tightness on the clamp a little better. I don't know how much good this whole clamp is gonna do though. I should probably read some directions maybe, huh? Maybe they don't want it done that way. They want it done this way? No, can't be. I think this is the right way. Unless, oh, I think I know why. Hey man, I totally messed up. So, I apologize. If you have watched this far, you will find out that I'm apologizing. I still think that should line up, and it doesn't. But so far, I have found that I'm going about this the wrong way. See, you have to listen to. I'm not an expert here, but that's okay. It's like in Jeopardy. What's beautiful is Jason is gonna come in shortly, and he's gonna actually follow up with us. 12 minutes. I'm running out, almost out of time with you guys. So again, we're gonna put this on. We're gonna flip this. And we need to find 2 small screws, and they're right here. Oh, and I just dropped it in there. Jason!
Yes.
Coming over. So, we're gonna use these 2 screws and this clamp. And what we're doing is we're gonna attach the clamp over here. And I'm not even gonna remove this guy. Are you watching this? I don't know. I guess you guys are gonna watch this. So Jason gets to participate in a little YouTube backstage video. Because Jason had to make Nixon make him a diesel heater.
Really?
Aren't you feeling good now?
Oh boy.
No, I forgot that mine, I got mine turned up a little bit. But Hcalory was kind enough to send us another one for free for a review, which we have, and now all it's a matter just of setting it up a little bit and making it work.
All right.
Which shouldn't be too difficult as long as we can get things running. Okay, so that's exhaust. Now on the intake part, I don't even bother with anything. I mean, a lot of guys will go this route. Okay, so they used to make these with a thread. I gotta get over here to the screen. They used to make these with a thread where you can just nicely get them snug in there. Now they want you to use a clamp. You know what I tell you? Unless you're running this in a dusty situation, don't bother about it at all. It's gonna work as it is. So check it out. We're just gonna run it like this. We're gonna put it on top of a welding table. Can you flip the camera my way? So you're gonna put it right on top of this. You can wrap around there if you want. Yeah, feel free. Take possession of it. Run it like you want. Are you seeing what's going on? The angle? So, we're gonna run this just like Jason would. If you could step on the little stepping ladder, and there's diesel in that white with the blue cap thing.
Yeah.
So we get you going with some diesel, and we need to find a battery, which is here. Yeah. We're gonna use a lithium battery that folks from another brand sent us. Okay. Do we do it like this? Yes, because we have a contact. Does anyone remember an arc pad? This thing is as old as I am. Almost. But anyways, I believe we should have power here. So you're gonna watch how this good old arc pack works in the works. 1 second. Power tester. Here, make sure we have power. We need power. So we turn it on. Here we got power. We still got power. So we got power no matter what. Okay, that's good. Okay, so now we're gonna connect the heater to the power source. Positive first, ground second. Run the windmills down. This is what you're gonna do. How many nights you going for?
See, Friday night, or probably tomorrow night, so I don't know what else.
How many?
So Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, 5 nights.
Okay, so you'll need to figure out how to power source yourself.
Okay.
If that makes sense. So, so plug that in the back. We're plugging the 12 volt source in the back, and we should have juice. Or do we not have juice? Or do I not have juice? Let's see, like this. Huh, there we go. We got power. Do you guys see this? So we got power. I'm gonna take this little screen thing off so it sees better. I think I need to. So screen is on. If you go on the settings, it's telling you the voltage on the battery. Let's see what else we got. Okay. Some numbers. And I think that's calibrating elevation. Again, instructions, don't forget about that. But in our case, we're just going crazy. We need to figure out how to prime it, because I should technically prime it. So the timer is on. Okay. So just voltage. So they changed the menu. Okay, A3, whatever, and this thing is running now. I'm gonna go grab the directions. But our goal right now is to, it's not gonna run because we don't have diesel in it. Ha! So, let's throw some diesel in there first. Grab me a rag, and your rag on the, there's one right here. Spill any. Here, wrap the neck around a little bit, because it'll just stink there when you're using it. I wonder if I just turned on some kind of fan test. I don't even know what I turned on. We're not done
So
yet.
how much diesel will this go?
So this can should last probably, I'm gonna say 3 nights.
Okay.
I carry a gallon with me.
Okay.
Like I just
I've
take
got
a
a
gallon.
5-gallon
Well, yeah.
can,
Take.
so-
Not gonna hurt. I believe it utilizes probably. I mean this thing
that's
lasts.
the cap for that.
For that? Okay. Where's the cap from this? Over there? Yeah, because caps are different. Yeah, and remember, the caps are different. You gotta keep in mind the number here. Because there's a valve here, and then if you're depriving, basically building up a vacuum inside the fuel tank, and it will not work the right way. And I have no idea what's it doing. Or why it's doing what it's doing. Because I just pressed OK and it turned on, right? Was that the case? Okay, so now people watching, they're like, dude, what are you doing? So it should just say on. There's H3, H4, H5. So this is level of heat. Okay, we got it. No, we got it. The only thing is glow plug is glow plug is lit up now. So that little sign is for glow plug. These two arrows are for exhaust, for intake and outtake, for the burn chamber. And in a second here, we're gonna start hearing clicking noise of the pump, which will go click, 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 pulse pump. And it's gotta get the fuel in the system first. So I'm gonna turn this off. And could you get the booklet here? There's gotta be a way to prime the pump. Okay, so there's no right here in this. Doesn't say anything about priming. Because sometimes you function introduction, installation instructions. Yeah, no, there's 20 pages. There's 20 pages. Keep going.
Safety first. There we go.
So we're starting with one. And these are error codes. Okay. So next, keep going. Oh, it's Bluetooth menu for the Bluetooth app. So here, let me see this real quick. So what you want to do is you want to scan this and install this into your phone. You have iPhone. Here you're gonna have this guy, right? So this is for your app. So you gotta scan this guy. I don't know if this helps. Maybe sometimes people don't have this scan, so we're gonna put this in the video so you can put your smartphone to this QR code if it's Android or iOS, and you can scan this to get the Bluetooth app. That's what Jason's gonna do right now. So that will help, and I believe the app will actually let you prime. This thing is still on. So that's that's a 100 amp hour lithium. Once you install, here, we're gonna do this like this. See, app is installing. I don't think I have anything private on the phone, not yet.
No.
Okay, open. And I'm gonna guess it's gonna ask you, yeah, you need to, you go using, while they're using device, whatever, allow. Okay, there's Hcalory right there, select that. And we need to find a function to, there's blow wind, I like that function. So settings, let's switch to timers, user help, so it's telling us what we got. So blow wind is basically meaning that you're just gonna run it to, it's running like a fan. That's what it's doing. So mode change, okay, heating, activate the device, yes, go for it. So there we go, we're activating the device. So it's, yeah, it says ignition. So it's telling us obviously a lot of people are worrying about elevation. So if you're going into the high elevation, you're gonna click the high plateau option. And you don't want to do it now because we're not in elevation. Did you turn off? It might turn it off by itself even too. So anyways, we're running. We got the fuel in there. It did smell like diesel, didn't it? Yeah. So until there's I believe there's supposed to be a pump over here, I think lit up. So, and this is gonna be a longer video, so I hope you guys enjoy it. Feel free to ask any comments, questions. That's what comments are for. Again, in description, I'll throw a description, the link for this thing. I believe there's maybe even a promo code for Amazon as well, but you will have a link to this diesel heater. Don't bother with the fact if they're 5,000, 5 kilowatt, 8 kilowatt, whatever kilowatt. I don't even know if this guy says anything anymore, but this is power demands anyways. Right, here we go. You're hearing the clicking, and that's the pump right there. There's the little symbol for the pump. So, and I'm not even gonna expect it to run on the first run because it's still dry. So it has to pump the fuel through into the system, and the only way to tell is actually underneath. So we might be able to go like this. So for those who know, that little green right there, tube right there, that's where the fuel input is. So until you see fuel through that little thing, or you can kind of see it through this thing here, yeah, You'll hear the. So once you start getting fuel in the chamber, you're gonna hear the. It'll start getting like angry at you. Oh, is this fuel? Yep, a little more fuel. But so it's gonna probably run through a prime cycle once or twice. But we're doing this live, so
there
we're
it
just
comes.
gonna
I
keep
see
it.
it coming
You
now.
see fuel?
Yep.
Yep, start spitting fuel right there. You probably can see it too. Yep, right there. So it might just start up on the first run. So you know what we should do? We should roll it to the door so it doesn't stink up in here. Is it touching? No?
No.
Yeah. So I could probably go like this. Bend it away. Okay. So. Yep, and you get a nice remote. You know, so you can, with the remote, you can crank up the heat. As you see, I'm clicking right there. It's going down and up. So I'm clicking down right now, so it's doing level 3. Or level 5. Oh, 6. That's the highest level on the dial.
Okay. It says it's running now.
Yep. Yep, and it's gonna tell you actually. I think these things light up, and tells you like if they're if the burn chamber got activated or whatever. The apps are nice because you can just lay in your tent and get yourself control up and down. No, this is just starting up, so
Yeah,
this is not
I hear it
this is
now.
not there yet. So with every click of the pulse pump, that's like a drop of fuel. Because we have it set on the highest right now.
Right.
So it controls automatically its level of fan speed, considering the amount of heat you're doing. So
That's starting to.
so if you're gonna go to like level 1, the fan's gonna blow a lot slower, and the pump is gonna click a lot less. Oh yeah, that's warm right there. So on the first startup, didn't even prime it. Hcalory is hitting it out of the ballpark. The only way to find out which is smaller or bigger, let's see, where we got tape measure. So check this out. This unit is 8 kilowatt, or where did they have it here? Actually, I think, no, this is 5 kilowatt unit. So 5 kilowatt unit is 15 inches wide, or long, I should say. And this one's also 15. It's probably the same, so looks like we got same. Yeah, that's nice and warm air right now. The beauty of this air is that it's dry, heated, clean air. There's no off gas like in a body heater, and it helps you dry your clothing. It helps you keep your tent dry, and it's just much more pleasant because it's fresh. So this is a good first runoff. Always run it through at home before use. You know why? Because there's all the new components, all the plastic smells, all that
Burn
stuff.
off all the grease.
Burn off all the oils and everything. Make it nice and warm. Oh, this is nice. Now it's nice and warm.
Yeah.
You hear the pump lower down?
It slowed down.
Yep. So here's a good one. This guy should tell us. Here, can you keep it open? This guy should tell us on its menu, if I can agree that recorded. There's got to be some way to turn it on. At least it used to be. There we go. So it's taking 30. Do you see that? 30 watt. So battery's at 96%, and it's taking 30 watt, 30 watt of power to run the unit. At this full setting, after it's already started up, this is a lithium battery, lithium iron phosphate, 96%, 30 watt. Do the math. 100 watt, 100 amp hour battery, how many watt is that? 4,800 something? No? Like 12.8 volts multiplied by 100. Well, no, that's like 12,000 something. That's not right, is it? So, you need to convert amp hours to watt hours.
That is
We can ask ChatGPT. Amp hours to watt hours. 12 volt system. Okay. It's a 12 volt system, 100 amp hours. And it's 1200 watt hours. So what the heck? 1200. Okay. So multiply 1200 by 30.
Or divide 1200.
Oh yeah. 1200 divided by 30. That's like 40. Yeah. So you're gonna get 37.5 run hours on that battery, if that makes sense. But I don't think that's right. I don't know, is that right? If I'm not converting this right, let me know. But I think that's right. Because 100 amp hour. Anyways, I think that's close. But anyways,
So to run
no matter what
4
you do,
nights,
yeah, no matter what
4
you do,
8-hour days.
no matter what you do, you wanna simply test everything at home. So you know how much you're gonna have of runtime or whatever. You know how much fuel is gonna use, how much whatever. And if you don't know and you don't have the ability for some reason, you just take, make sure you have enough power to do whatever you're gonna do, and you take enough fuel, whatever you're gonna do. Like I don't go out unless I take probably a gallon of fuel with me, because gallon usually lasts me a weekend without any problems, and I'll run it on and off whenever I want to without any issues. So anyways, thanks for watching, you guys. Check out the description. Don't forget to subscribe and follow up on other upcoming updates. And we'll see you soon somewhere in the trail.
Till next time, happy
Next
trails.
time. Take care.